Hey guys, this is my client Rikki, and Rikki has like the most amount of hair you have ever seen in your entire life. I mean, like, I can hardly get both my hands around it. It is so thick. It is just crazy how thick it is. I've never felt anybody's hair this thick in my entire life. So, anyways, hi guys, welcome to Hair Toots Light. I am Elyse Rox. I like to dish out raw, real, and diverse hair education. I like to help hairstylists become better hairstylists. So, guys, I almost forgot to do this voiceover, and it's really late on Saturday. So, I'm sorry if I sound really tired because I am. I like jumped up and I was like, oh shit, I forgot to do the voiceover. So I am just going to get rid of some of Rikki's hair here because if we're going to cut it off, like, let's just get rid of it, right? So it's pretty dry. It's pretty thick. She's got a lot of hair. It's really hard to take care of this amount of hair. And I know that like you literally cannot tell how much hair this girl her hair she has on her head. But let me tell you, like, I have been doing hair for 35 years, and I just cannot believe how much hair she has. And, like, I don't have any hair. So, like, as you saw from my bald ass head when I bent over and cut her hair. Now I'm going to cut her hair again. But literally, her hair is so thick, it is hard to cut. Guys, I know I'm going on about it, but Jesus, like, oh my God. So anyways, this footage is kind of like 2 years old, but I would still paint her hair the same way. I can't believe I've never made a video out of this before. So yeah, we have masks on, guys. Okay, so we'll just drop it. All right, but her hair still came out awesome, and I'm gonna show you how I painted her. So let's get past how thick her hair is, and let's talk about her hair. So I am using Sunlights, and we're gonna use about, I don't know, 85 bowls of it today. And so we're just going to see how I painted like this like V section into the back of the first section of the hair. I'm going to take a lot of sections because her hair is so thick. So I can tell you right now, I already was like, mix me another bowl. So as you can see, I start at the top and I walk my way down. And sometimes I do go up a little bit, but I never proceed to the end before I finish and I'm completely happy with the top. Very rarely will I go and monkey with stuff. Now you can see her hair pops open as soon as I lay it on my board, right? So that's another problem when you have really, really thick hair. You trying not to take too big of sections. You got to leave some hair out. You got to make sure it's combed. You have to hold tension on the hair as well. And sometimes you have those people that think they're helping you and their head starts dipping back, and that's like the worst. But she didn't do that. But like a lot of people do that. But Rikki doesn't do that. Anyways, so I am just working that balayage lightener again. So I am using Sunlight's Balayage, which goes on really, really thick with sun cream, which is 50 volume, and Olaplex. And I use like 132-ounce Olaplex in there. You don't need to use like a ton of Olaplex. You only need to use like a little bit. They find that it works just as well. And as well as I am an Olaplex advocate. So, yeah, you just need a little bit. And I call it just like a titty squeeze. So like if your girlfriend just got like new breast implants and you want to feel them and it's like just a little squeeze. Yeah, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I just put that much Olaplex in there. That is it. So I work my way down the shaft of the hair, and I work it from the board like side to side, corner to corner. I don't go across the top, and I paint just in the middle because when you paint over the board, you can get a lot of lines on the back of the hair, and I don't want to have to worry about that. So you can see I didn't like what happened there. So I always have a dry brush, a Framar brush next to me. And you can see I'm following my old pattern. You can see my old pattern right there, can't you? Like the V that was there. So I'm just like moving it on up. So I had a glob happen there. Did you see what happened? I ran my fingers over the bleach because I didn't like globs. So if lightener works on saturation, if you guys have watched any of my other videos, I know I've talked about this before. If lightener works on saturation, right? And we're saturating really, really heavy to create thickness. of the lightener. If you have a glob, you're going to get even more lift there because I paint in levels of saturation to make sure that I have levels of lift. So you're like, oh, crazy woman, you're using 50 volume. And I'm like, no, I'm not crazy because 50 volume just is, you paint it really, really heavy, you're going to get 50 volume lift. But if you just like skim it really, really light, you're only going to get like a 10 volume lift. So it truly works on saturation. So back to the glob, if you have a glob, that's going to be like a full ball like lift. And if it was next to a skimmy skim where you're only going to get 10 volume, you're going to get a spot and it's going to look like shit. So yeah, so that's why I did it. So all that for that. But I want to explain myself so you guys understand like why I do things and why my brain works the way it works. It works different than a lot of hairdressers, which I just realized on that show thing I filmed. I don't know if you guys know, I filmed a show thing that's going to be coming on here in November. So that's why I've kind of been MIA. If you guys haven't noticed, I haven't been posting. I've been, first off, burned the hell out. And secondly, I've been filming a reality show in Spain. And it's called Hairstyle TV. And I can't wait for it to air. And so that's going to air in November, we think. I don't know. They haven't told us. I don't know anything. Only thing I know is I filmed a show. And that's all I could say. And then me and my husband went on our European tour, and I had back surgery. And I haven't worked since April. I'm going to go to work on Monday and Tuesday. I'm going to do three people. I'm so excited. I'm going to do a red ass haircut. I'm going to do a balayage on my lady friend. And I'm going to do D, the girl who's been doing all my people for me since April. And is going to continue to do my people for me. And I'm only going to see like balayages and stuff. And I'm only going to work like 1 day a week now. So, and cool haircuts. So I'm excited about that. And I'm going to be creating lots of content for you guys. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Anyways, we're moving on up the head. Enough about me. And if you guys want to know more about like me and behind the scenes of like the hair, let me know, because I can make like other videos. I was thinking of making like some like videos about Olaplex where I could talk to you about like Olaplex or Malibu or like just about the products that I use and why I use it. Oh yeah, and I'm using the Bali wrap here. You see how I put it on so nice and soft with my little fairy hands. So do that for a reason. We don't want to push it down and make any creases or pushes into the hair. And as you can see, I really don't mess with it. Once I do it, I put it down, I lay it down. All right, getting to the money piece, guys. I'm always rambling. I have so much to tell you. So yeah, so if you guys want to know more, if we just need to stick to the hair, let me down in the comments, which by the way, when you guys engage, like, share, all that kind of good shit, like it helps my page grow. And when this grows, you guys are going to be sitting here being like, I knew her when she had like nobody following her on YouTube. And then the show's going to hit and it's going to be like, well, bam. And then I won't be able to interact with y'all. So interact with me now because I'm here, yo. I'm here for you. Ask the questions. I have the answers. Okay, so also, all the classes and the things are going to be launching soon too, the Lifestylist coaching. And we have the socials, the social media stuff, and all that stuff. I don't know what happened there. There was a blip. We're just going to leave it though. So we're getting to the top of the head and I'm doing diagonal backs. And as you can see, I do everything in a diagonal back, off the face, the money piece. I go softy soft up to the top of the head. I like to graze it. Some people like to plop the sunlights up there. I don't like to plop the sunlights up there. I like a soft grow out. I like people not have to come in. I don't want the commitment. If you want, I'm still going to color melter after this too. So what's going to happen is I'm going to do diagonal backs. I'm going to paint these. I'm going to feather them in. I'm going to get really heavy towards the end. So also what's going to happen is I am going to process this for about 45 minutes with the Bali wrap. I'm just going to pull it off. I'm going to rinse her. I'm going to stop oxidation. We never film this stuff, which I think we should. I'm going to rinse her. I'm going to stop oxidation. And then we are going to give her a color melt. And then after the color melt, we're going to do our Olaplex number 2. We always do Olaplex. And then we're going to condition her. So she spends like a lot of time sitting. It sucks. It's just like all the processes take time. I wish I could speed all of this stuff up. I wish I could be like bam, 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 bam. That's why I use Magix 10. Magix 10 processes in like 10, 12 minutes. I like 12 minutes. But still, that's a hell of a lot faster than 35 to 45 minutes color. So for people that, are getting like base touch-ups like me, I hate coloring my hair. As you guys know, I hate getting my hair done. Absolutely hate it. I'll do your hair for 7 hours, but I'll do your hair for 10 hours. But I seriously like hate getting my hair done. So I went to work the other day, and Dee was like, "Hey, Elyse, you should let me put on your color." I'm like, I didn't want to come here. I just wanted to stay home and do it. So you can see I put that sweet little Bali wrap on there, and I'm just ever so sweet. And I walk the hair out with my hands, and I get down in there, and I'm like brushing and feathering it on around her face. It's like really like an art form, guys. Balayage, I feel like. But once you get it, it's like fairy fingers. You see how my hand is like open, and I have like the like almost like pinkies up, like I'm having like high tea or something. And now I'm gonna pound it heavier in the middle. That sounded sexy. Um Getting dirty here tonight. It's almost bedtime. Okay, and then I'm going to put it corner to corner over the edge of the paddle, and we'll work it through. All right. And then again, I'm going to feather it up towards the front of the face. She wants a bold money piece, of course, and I want it smooth, and I'm going to smooth it. I'm not going to plop it. Some people plop it. I'm not a plopper. I have a very delicate touch when it comes to this. I would say that one of the judges on the show would be very happy with my technique. I think he would. He might not be. Who knows? Yeah, he was very, very soft and tender. So yeah, and I speed this up for your guys' viewing pleasure. Otherwise, this would have been 35 minutes. And like, could you imagine me rambling for like 35 minutes here? I mean, I'm going to ramble for 15. So guys, don't forget to like me on all the socials too. And if you like and enjoy my content, don't forget to like do all those like, follow, and shares. So I am painting everything as well off of her part. So I'm going to feather that up. And guys, if you leave a line, you're going to see it. So as you can see, I'm working all of that. I'm going to come in, and I do switch my brushes. So Sunlight's is a small brush and a big brush. And one's like the loader brush, and one's like I don't know, the painting brush. Paint with whatever you're comfortable with, I say. I noticed my friend Lacey has been using the Power Painter by Framar. It's a little heavy for my hand, and if you guys know me, you guys know I got really bad hands. So that's another reason I'm only going back 1 day a week, is my hands hurt. So I like the thinner brush, but use what you want. This is a firmer bristle, and for Sunlights, I like the firmer bristle. It just works better for me. If I was painting with another brand, like more like Oligo, I would use a Framar brush. But sometimes, if I'm doing super fine hair, I will do the balayage with the Oligo, and I will use the Sunlight's brush and just do like small little highlight paints, and it comes out really, really cool. All right, guys, we're doing the last piece here, and I'm just going to kind of blend that into the last piece on the back side, and I got a glob, so I smeared it down. It was coming up a little bit high, and I was like actually kind of contemplating. I cut out some footage there of me like humming and hawing if I was going to paint that piece, because her hair is so thick. There's going to be so much dimension, because it's also like what you don't paint, and you're actually going to be like shocked like how much dimension there is, because it's just like she just has that much hair. So I'm just going in. I like to color melt. Not everybody color melts. And did I have to color melt? No, but I did. And I went in with like 6N Oligo Gloss, and I just bring it down on wet hair. And then I put in the other bottle, and I also have that little backwards bib on, because this can get rather messy. And so in the other bottle, I put her other toner, which was like 9GV. I don't like her too ashy. And then like 9A. And I'm just work that through with my hands. And I love the Framar wet brush for all this. And I just work it through in kind of like big sections and sort of a diagonal back. Like it's hard to handle all of this hair. So I do the same thing around the face as well. I do keep in mind that the money piece, I didn't film the whole thing, that I'm going to leave it a little bit higher up. And I just work that through. I let that process. I do put Olaplex in my toner as well because I do leave it for about 10-15 minutes because you do want it to process fully. You want it to do its thing. So putting in the bottle helps me kind of like not make as much of a mess. And I like to really get into it. Some people may think I'm a little bit messy, but I just say I'm artistic. Anyways, I always clean up after myself. I have my assistant who I pay to do it. So there we go. There's Rikki before and there's the after, guys. How pretty. Dimensional. Can you believe how much dimension there still is after all that I painted? And I painted a lot. So there was inside, outside, holding it up, holding it down, looking all around, guys. It came out beautiful. I absolutely loved it. I love doing Rikki's hair. She is a gem. Guys, don't forget to like and enjoy my content. And if you like this video, don't forget to check out this one right here. And thanks for watching, guys. I love you. And don't forget to hit the ding dong. Thanks, guys. See you at the next one.